So what I have here is a entrepreneurial profiling test, and it kind of systemizes what you're good at based off of a questionnaire. So lots of people aren't leveraging what they're really best at and doing a lot of just everything. They're a jack of all trades, but not really focused on one end or another. And it's no help to the educational system. They never really taught you how to leverage what you're best at. They kind of gave you a whole lot of shit to memorize and never helped you kind of think for yourself. So with this profiling system, you can look at what you're really best at. For me, I can pretty much, I know that I'm good at talking with people, leading people, and kind of creating stuff, creating content, creating new ideas, as well as supporting other pre-existing organizations. If you guys are familiar with a term called intrapreneurship, it's like entrepreneurship, but essentially you're now building your own kind of portion of a pre-existing business. You're an entrepreneur in your own right, but building your own branch off of a business. That's one route some entrepreneurs go. They're really good at what they do. They bring a lot to the table for a business, but now they're in their own space within that business, and they have the freedom to go off and explore all sorts of profitable avenues within that business. You're not an employee. You're not a partner. Now you're just somebody who's doing their own thing and bringing shit to the table. That's just something that I'm really intrigued with and I like to do. But here, look, I filled out my whole test. I knew where a lot of my strengths were, previously to taking this, but studying it over time and learning how I've applied this understanding of myself to what I've been doing moving forward since I've taken this about 2 years ago, it's a profound experience. So here, one of my biggest assets of myself is a star profile, creating mechanics, systems, and stuff, and supporting. I'm able to support other people, and that I've seen this, in the past through what I've been going through. But this is a great test for anybody to take. It looks through your main profiles, and it gives you examples of who to study, to leverage, to learn more about what you're really best at. And then here, it goes through my creator and supporter aspects, and it'll kind of outline where your strengths and your weaknesses are. It lays out the best roles, worst roles, best roles in life, worst roles in life. Lots of people aren't taking the time to build their foundation so they can move forward with a solid base. If you try building a skyscraper on sand, it's going to fall. If you build a skyscraper on a solid steel structural foundation, it's pretty hard to knock that building over otherwise. So that's why it's important to look at the basics before moving forward. And even if you are a huge successful business person, it's always good to look at where your strengths really lie, because there may be more ahead of you, maybe more that you could be leveraging within yourself and your own strengths. So I encourage anybody to take this Wealth Dynamic Entrepreneurial Test. I think it's about $97. But it definitely will go through all these different profiles and all these different aspects of yourself that you maybe didn't, analyze deeply in the past. But the best person to study is yourself. You're going to be stuck with yourself from the beginning till the end. So it's a really great thing to understand yourself and see where you lie within this whole space of life. So yeah, overall, my last thing I'll say here is definitely check out this entrepreneurial test. You could just type in Wealth Dynamics Entrepreneur Test. It's much like a personality test that a lot of businesses before onboarding you will have you take. I know there's like the Briar Miggs or whatever you call it, but check this out, guys. Look through the profiles, understand what you're best at, and yeah, you guys should hopefully see some huge changes and some realizations about yourself. And that note, guys, have a good one. Have a healthy, profitable, blessed week. Take care.